everybody, Sherif Ultrafit here with Maximal Being. This is our first video, so I figured since it's our first video, I'm going to teach you something, one stretch you can do first thing in the morning. Most people wake up in the morning, you have tight back, you're moving around, everything is hurting, you can't reach your toes, and that's due to the way you sleep, right? Most people sleep, if you're a back sleeper, sleep on your back, your arms are probably next to you, which leads to tight lats. If you're a side sleeper, you sleep sideways, whether your hand is under your head or even whatever you put your hands, most likely you're gonna have an arched back, which leads to knees up, so that's tight hip flexors and so on and so forth. If you sink into your mattress, if you have a softer mattress, most people do, and then you sink into your mattress, same thing, rounding in the back, and you're sleeping for 6, 8, 10 hours sometimes. So you need to take care of that first thing in the morning, every morning. It only takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Very easy to perform. It doesn't matter what your level is or what your ability is. Everybody should be able to do it. All right, first thing in the morning. So you roll out of bed. I'm gonna walk you through it. It's basically a bridge with a reach over. You wanna sit flat back, and then you're gonna press with your heels, bridging your hips all the way up. And then once your hips are up, you wanna reach over to the other side with your hands, with your arm over your head, right? And then you come back in, and then bridge over to the other side, come back down. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through the mechanics of this. Basically, if I'm going over to the left side, I'm pushing more with my right heel. All right, once you go up over here, what you're doing is you're activating your glutes and your hamstrings since you've been sleeping all night, right? And the beautiful thing about it is you're activating both of them at the same time, which is really the right way to use your hamstrings. Most people ignore the glutes, engage more hamstrings because that's the bigger muscle. You could do that sometimes if you ask it to, but that leads to tightness in your hamstrings most of the time, overactive muscles, which also leads to injuries in the longevity, right? So the right way to do it is to activate your glutes and your hamstrings together, and then once you're over here, we're gonna reach over to the opposite side, allowing your head to turn. Once you're over here, that's a stretch on your lats, all the way from the humerus, all the way down to your glutes, right? That's that pull right here. You get a good pull on your lats, come back down over here, stretch the opposite way. Not only that, you're keeping your hips square so you don't rotate at your lumbar spine, but we're turning the shoulders so you're rotating in the thoracic spine, which is the top part. That's where you're supposed to rotate. So in one movement, you're hitting 3 things at the same time, right? We're getting that hip extension right here. That takes care of your hip flexors. And then once we rotate, we're taking care of that thoracic spine stretch, your shoulders stretch, and then you come back down and then rotate to the opposite side. All right, just back and forth. Make sure it's a quick second hold. You don't stay there for too long so you can make it an active stretch. All right? Okay, so that's one way to do it. I'll show you another way, which is basically the opposite of the bridge. That's another good way. You're not gonna get as much hip extension on this one, so the hip flexors, you're not gonna hit them as much, but also as you rotate the leg to the side, you're getting the rotation on your thoracic spine, you're getting the pull on your lats right here. As long as you maintain your shoulders as square as possible, come back in, rotate again, come back to the middle, rotate again. So as you see over here, there's that pull in your lats, there's that rotation in your thoracic spine, and then you come back in. And that's pretty much it. So you're gonna do 2 to 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps of each every morning. Shouldn't take you more than 2-3 minutes. And if you're able to maintain that every day, you should notice a big difference with your back pain, tightness in your hip flexors, and your hamstrings as well. All right. If you guys like this, make sure you hit the like button. If you have any comments, any questions, write them down in the comments box. And also subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much. We'll be back.